Are you still checking your Instagram leads manually just to see who filled your form? Well, what if I told you that your Instagram leads could automatically land in your Google Sheet and get personalized emails within some seconds? Sounds amazing, right? So hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video, I am going to show you how to automate your entire Instagram lead process using Pabbly Connect. So right before you on my screen, you can see I have integrated 3 applications, that is Instagram lead ads, Google Sheet and Gmail. So from capturing new leads to storing them in the Google Sheet and sending personalized emails, we are going to automate this entire process by just using an amazing automation tool, that is Pabbly Connect. So now I am going to show you how you can build this amazing automation for your own business so that you don't have to do any manual work and your time will be saved. So now let's start building our this autopilot, but before that we are going to test this automation which I have already built in. So for testing this, let's move on to my lead ad testing tool page, and here I am going to select the page and the form, but you have to remember that the Facebook account connected with your Instagram must be login. So here you can see this is my Facebook account, and on this Facebook account I am going to use this page, that is Digital Dynamics. So now let's move on to my lead ad testing tool page, where I am going to select this page which I have recently shown you, that is Digital Dynamics. So here you can see I am getting the page, so I am going to select it, and afterwards I am going to select the form. So now here I am going to select my form as new lead ads form. Now I have to delete my previous lead because I can create only one lead per form as I am working on the test mode, but don't worry, you can receive many leads in your live mode. So now let's click over this delete lead button, and here you can see I don't have any lead submitted yet. So now we just have to click over this preview form button, and here we will be getting the form. So now I am going to fill my new lead ads form for getting my new lead. So here you can see that I have filled my form providing first name demo, last name user, email demo@pabblytunes.com and the phone number as well. Now we just have to click over this continue button, and afterwards I am going to simply click over this submit button for submitting my form, and here you can see my form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on towards my Google Sheet to check whether my data is saved over there or not. So here you can see this is the Google Sheet where I am saving the data named as Instagram leads, and here I am getting 3 fields, that is full name, email and the phone number. And here I am receiving the same data which I have recently filled over my new lead ads forms. So with this we have successfully tested the first step and it is working properly. Now let's move on to my Gmail account to check whether I have received an email over there or not. So here you can see I'm landed to my Gmail account, where you can see I'm getting this email having the subject, "Thank you for reaching out demo user," and here you can see I'm getting personalized emails, means I'm getting the same name which I have recently filled over my new lead ads form, and here again I'm getting the same name. So this demonstrates that the automation I have built in is successfully working. So now I'm going to show you how you can build this amazing automation for your own business. So for building this you have to access Pabbly Connect, and for accessing the Pabbly Connect you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/connect, and once you will enter the URL you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly, and here you can see we are getting 2 options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user you can simply click over the sign up free, and if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Connect you get 100 free tasks every month for practicing Pabbly Connect. And if you already have an account you can simply click over this sign in. But before moving on forward, I am going to tell you about Pabbly Community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly Community, where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant updates regarding using the Pabbly application. So you can also join Pabbly Community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly Community you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to my Pabbly Connect again, and here I am going to simply click over this sign in, and you will be landed to this all Pabbly apps page, where you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly, and as we are going to integrate some applications we will be using this Pabbly Connect app which can integrate different applications and start automating your work. So for automating our this task, let's click over this access now button for accessing Pabbly Connect, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect, which can be seen here. And on this dashboard page you can see these are the folders I have created, and inside these folders I have created my workflows. So if you also want to create your own folder you simply have to click over this create a new folder button, and here you have to provide the folder name, and if you want you can even select the parent folder as well, and afterwards you just have to click over this create button and your folder will be created. And now I'm going to create a workflow. So for creating the workflow, you simply have to click over this create workflow button, and here you will be getting the option for selecting the workflow builder. So here we are getting two workflow builder, that is beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible, and another workflow builder we are getting is classic, which will provide you stable and familiar approach. So here I'm going to use this classic workflow builder. So now let's click over this select button, and here we will be getting this dialog box where you have to provide the workflow name. So now I'm going to provide a name to my workflow here. So here I'm providing it the name automate Instagram leads to sheet and email, and afterwards I'm going to select my folder as automation. Now we just have to click over this create button, and here you can see I'm receiving this pop-up which says workflow created successfully, and we are landed to a workflow page where it is asking me to select my application or my first application, that is trigger. So now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is our first application or the application which is going to initiate a workflow. So in this case, I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new lead over my Instagram lead ads. So here I'm going to select my trigger app as Instagram lead ads. So now let's search for it, and here you can see I'm getting my application. So I'm going to select it, and afterwards it is asking me to select the trigger event. So here I'm going to select my trigger event as new lead instant, and afterwards we just have to click over this connect button for building the connection, and here we are landed to this connection page. So if you already have an existing connection, you can use this, that is select existing connection, and if you want to build a new connection, you just have to click over this add new connection button, and here we are getting our connection name. Now you just have to click over this connect with Instagram lead ads, but make sure your Facebook account connected with your Instagram account must be logged in, and it must be the same account that manages your Instagram ads. So here you can see this is my Facebook account which I have already shown you, and in this Facebook account I am going to use this page, that is digital dynamics, which I have already told you about. So now let's move on to Pabbly Connect, and here I am going to simply click over this connect with Instagram lead ads button, and here I have to select my Facebook account connected with my Instagram account. So here I am going to select my Facebook account, and here I am going to simply allow this access by clicking on this continue button again, and our connection is successfully built in. And as our connection is built in, we are getting this option for selecting the page and the lead gen form. So now I am going to select my page from this drop down. So here I am going to select my page, that is digital dynamics, which I have already shown you, and afterwards I am going to select my lead gen forms. So from this drop down I am going to select my this form, that is new lead ads form, and if you want to create your own form, you just have to go to your Facebook account and select that particular page, and on the sidebar you can see we are getting this option for Meta Business Suite which you have to select, and here on this Meta Business Suite page you can see this option of all tools which you have to select, and on this all tools page you have to select this instant forms option, and you will be landed to the lead ads form where you can create your own form by just clicking on this create form button. But I have already selected my forms, so now let's move on to our connect again, and here I am going to simply enable this toggle of simple response so that we can receive the response in simple format. Now we just have to click over the save and send test request, and by selecting this button it will fetch our new Instagram lead, and here it is waiting for the webhook response. So for providing the webhook response we have to do the test submission, and for doing the test submission we have to fill our new lead ads form. So for getting our form, let's move on to my Meta for developers page with me. So here you can see this is my Meta for developers page where I am getting this option for resources, and on the resources I am getting this option for developer tools which you have to select, and you will be landed to this developer tools page where you can see we are getting this option for lead ads RTO debug tool which you have to select, and you will be landed to the lead ad testing tool page where we are getting this option for selecting the page and the form. So now let's select our page and the form and get our new lead ads form. So here I have selected my page, and afterwards I am going to select my form, and again I'm going to delete my lead as I have already told you that I can create only one lead per form in my test mode, and here you can see as I've clicked over this delete lead button my lead has been deleted. Now we just have to click over this preview form button, and here we are getting this form by using which we can receive our new lead. So now I'm going to fill this form providing first name, last name, email and the phone number. So here you can see I have filled this form providing first name test, last name user, email test@pabblytudes.com and the phone number as well. Now we just have to click over this continue button, and afterwards again I am going to click over the submit button for submitting my form, and here you can see that my form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on to my Pabbly Connect to check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. So here you can see I am successfully receiving this response, that is response A, with the same details which I have recently filled over my form. So with this we have successfully added our trigger app. Now I'm going to add action app, and you can have only one trigger app, but you can have many action apps or applications according to your workflow. So here I'm going to use two action app, that is Google Sheet and Gmail. So now we just have to select it, and here I'm going to select my action app as Google Sheet firstly. So now let's search for the Google Sheet, which can be seen here, and afterwards I'm going to select my app event as add new row. Now we just have to click over this connect button for building the connection, and here we are landed to the Google Sheet connection page, where if you want to build a new connection you can select it, and here you have to sign up with your Google account, but I'm going to use my existing connection, so I will be selecting this, that is select existing connection. And now we just have to click over this save button, and our connection will be successfully built in, which can be seen here. And the next we are getting some of the fields. So the first field we are getting for selecting the spreadsheet. So I have already shown you the spreadsheet which I am going to use for saving my data. So here you can see I'm going to use this spreadsheet, that is Instagram leads. So now let's select it, which is already selected, and afterwards we are getting some of the fields. So now you might be thinking that I'm going to enter my lead details manually, but no, I'm going to map all these data. Now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping is basically inserting the data from the previous step so that you don't have to enter your values again and again, as mapping makes the field dynamic. So here I'm going to map all these data from the response which I'm receiving from Instagram lead ads, as that is my previous step. So the process of mapping is simple. You just have to select the field which you want to map, and afterwards you just have to select the application where you are receiving the data. So here I'm going to select it, and afterwards I'm going to map my first name, and now I'm going to map my last name. So with this I have successfully mapped my full name. Now I'm going to map the email in the same way. So here I have mapped my email also, and now I'm going to map my phone number also. So here I have mapped my all details, and these fields are dynamic, means these are going to change with every new responses. So this is the real magic of our Pabbly Connect. And afterwards we just have to click over this save and send test request, and here you can see that I'm receiving a positive response which demonstrates that we might have built in the connection. So now let's move on to my Google Sheet to check it. So here you can see I'm landed to my Google Sheet, where I'm successfully receiving the full name of my lead, that is test user, email test@pabblytudes.com and the phone number as well. So this demonstrates that we have successfully integrated our Instagram lead ads with the Google Sheet. Now let's add our one more action app, that is Gmail. So for adding our new action app, the next step is you just have to click over this plus icon, and here we are going to add our action app as Gmail. So now let's search for it, and here you can see I'm getting my application, so I'm going to select it, and afterwards I'm going to select my app even as send email, and again we have to click over this connect button, and here we are landed to this Gmail connection page, where if you want to build a new connection you can simply select it, and here again you have to sign up with your Google account like Google Sheet, and here I'm going to use my existing connection. Now we just have to click over the save button, and here our connection has been successfully built in. So the first field we are getting is for entering the sender name. So now I'm going to enter my sender name manually. So now let's type it. So here I'm going to enter my sender's name as Pabbly, and this field will be static, means this is not going to change with every new responses, and afterwards we are getting this option for entering the sender's email address, which is already entered as my email address. So here you can enter the sender's email address. And the next field we are getting is for recipient's email address. So here you have to enter the recipient's email address. So now I have already shown you that I'm not going to do anything manually, because I'm going to perform mapping. So now let's map this recipient's email address from the response which I'm receiving from Instagram lead ads. So here I'm going to map it, and afterwards we are getting this field, that is CC and BCC. So if you want to send this email to multiple recipients, you can add CC and BCC as well, and afterwards I'm going to enter my email subject manually. So here here I have entered this text manually. Now I am going to map the name of my lead from the response. So here I have mapped the name of my lead as well. So here I am done with my email subject, and the next field we are getting for email content. So here I am going to enter the email content as well. So here you can see I have entered the email content as well, and after this word hi, I am going to map the name of my lead. So here I am going to map it from the response of Instagram lead ads. So here I have mapped the first name and the last name as well. So with this we are done with our email content also, and the next field we are getting for selecting the email content type, which is already selected as plain, but here you can even select HTML as well. And now we are getting some of the fields which are not necessary. So now we just have to click over the save and send test request, and here you can see that I'm receiving a positive response which demonstrates that our email might have sent. So now for testing this, let's move on to my Gmail account with me. So here you can see I'm receiving this email having the same subject which we have recently entered over our Pabbly Connect, and the same name which we have entered on lead at testing tool page while getting our new lead. So this shows that the third step of our automation is successfully built in, and that's it. Your Instagram leads automatically flow to the Google Sheet and get personalized email. So you can also build your own Instagram autopilot by using Pabbly Connect. So if you found this video helpful, smash like button and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to practice this workflow, you can find its link in the description given below, and make sure to comment down your doubts and tell me what automation you want to cover me next. So if you're ready to scale up your business with automation, then start using Pabbly Connect now. So thank you for watching this video. Not only this automation, you can build many more integrations like this by just using Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can post it over the forums.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Connect for free now.